our channel, I thought I'd just do some quick introductions. So I'm Roxie, I am one half of the channel, and the other half is Jack, my partner, who's not here at the moment. We are huge Disney fans and we also love travelling, so we just thought we'd start documenting some of our travels and journeys together, just for a bit of fun and for our own memories, and maybe share some tips, tricks along the way. I first went to Walt Disney World 10 years ago, and in that 10 years I've been back many times for my once in a lifetime holiday. We were lucky enough, we went twice last year together. I've also done Disneyland Paris 5 times, and we've done that together as well. And we were lucky enough to go to Disneyland California. Yeah, so we don't have any Disney trips coming up, which is very sad. However, we do have a cruise coming up for winter this year, so keep an eye out for vlogs on that. We're very excited, but I just thought I'd share some of my tips, tricks for Florida for anyone who's possibly going soon. I do work in the travel industry, so I am lucky enough to be able to travel, and I just love Disney and all things Walt Disney World is my favourite. Yeah, so just for anyone who might be going, here's some tips and tricks. So first thing, even before you get through the airport, you are allowed to take food through airports. A lot of people think you have to buy the food on the other side, as long as it's not like dairy, fruit, veg. If you want to take packets of crisps, sweets, all that sort of stuff, you know, snacks for the plane, instead of paying extortionate prices, you can buy that before you go, and then you can take it with you in your backpack or your hand luggage, whatever. Also, another trick, if you need toiletries, so instead of getting them from Boots maybe beforehand, on the airport side, you can order them. So just like you would order it online with Boots, you just select Gatwick or Heathrow or wherever you are, your local airport, and order everything you need, and you'll pay the normal Boots prices rather than the inflated airport prices. So that's just a tip. Also, if you're traveling with families, children, you can do that formula, baby food, all that kind of stuff. So it's just a tip to help you if you don't want to carry it all the way through, or you don't want to pay the inflated prices. Coming to Walt Disney World, there's so many things that people should know. Obviously there's too much to know, but here's some of my top things. Is water is free everywhere, so anywhere there's a quick service, a restaurant, just ask for iced water or tap water. They will give it to you, because obviously it's extremely hot over there. When we were last on our trip, there were water stations, not just like the fountains. There were actual bottle fillers. We saw one in Galaxy's Edge in Star Wars and one in Epcot in Connections Cafe. So if you have refillable bottles, you can take them with you and fill them up as well. Stay hydrated, guys. It is hot in Florida. Even when it rains, it's hot. Next thing is, if you're going to Magic Kingdom and you're excited, maybe you've got early entrance if you're staying on site, etc. When you walk up to the castle, the way it is designed is that you will automatically start going to the right, and that side of the park will always open first, so Fantasyland, Tomorrowland, all that sort of area. However, if you start to go left, maybe towards Adventureland, Liberty Square example, they may not quite be open the ride yet, but there'll be no one there, or less people, so you're more likely to get on the rides first thing, you know, go straight to Thunder Mountain, Haunted Mansion, Pirates Caribbean, all that kind of thing, instead of sort of queuing over where Space Mountain and everything is, and then go there later in the day. It's just something that I've always done and learned, and it makes it a bit quicker. You can still get some nice photos as well when it's less crowded. Characters. Epcot is one of my favourite parks for meeting characters. Epcot's one of my favourite parks in general. But characters, I noticed last trip, and also I've seen a few people say about it, is a great place to meet characters. So instead of waiting ages in Magic Kingdom to meet Mickey Mouse, we met him within 10 minutes twice. Because it's inside in this little area that he's not really advertised. So we also met Goofy there. Pluto was there. And as you're walking around the World Showcase, you have Princess Belle, Snow White, Princess Aurora, Jasmine, Mary Poppins, Alice in Wonderland, Mulan, and then sometimes there's like surprise characters, like we saw Daisy, and then they have this area where if people are in character training, for example, they sometimes pop out. So we met Max, which is Goofy's son, Chip and Dale were there, Piglet, Winnie the Pooh, and and Donald Duck, I think, and you can also meet Mexican Donald Duck. So there's so many characters that you can meet, and they're not as long a wait times, but they're not advertised as much as like Magic Kingdom, for example. This is a great place if you want to get character photos, and you've got Memory Maker, and there's photographers there for you to take photos. What's the next one? So diner reservations. If you're staying on site, obviously you can book your diner reservations at 60 days out now. If you're staying on site at Walt Disney World property, you can book your first 10 days of your holiday 60 days before you travel. I work backwards. So instead of booking on that 60 day, my first or second day's reservation are 1, I book day 10, then day 9, then day 8. You're more likely to get the hard to get reservations. So anywhere that's really hard to be our guest, California Grill, Top of Leon's Terrace, places like that, places that are really hard to get, work backwards, and because you're more likely to get them, and then those ones that aren't as hard to get, book for earlier in the trip. And saying that, eating at the hotels, one of my favourite restaurants is Sebastian's Bistro. We ate there on both our trips last year. It was really good value for money, really easy to get a reservation. We came home with food, and it was just really decent. We also ate at our Compass at Yacht Club. We ate, I can't remember what it's called, a restaurant down in the boardwalk. We booked a breakfast there and had tiramisu, French toast and pancakes, which were just amazing. So do think about booking restaurants in hotels. We ate at Animal Kingdom. We get a Juco, but we've also got Beaumont Sonar. We were supposed to do Top of Leon's Terrace, but I was really ill that day, so unfortunately we couldn't do it. But yeah, so don't think just about the restaurants on property and at Disney Springs. You've also got the hotels, which offer great ones. So have a look into those. They have things like Hoop-to-Doo Review, which is more of like a dinner show. So it's a good way to get out of the parks but still have the Disney magic and great service, etc. Final thoughts. Yeah, just enjoy yourselves. There's some of the things that I think of off the top of my head when I'm telling guests who are booking it, or I'm booking it for myself, to think about in the parks. But yeah, I hope if you're having an upcoming trip, I hope it's amazing. Like I said, we've got a cruise coming up in September, so keep an eye out for that, but we will still be posting some Disney content, and hopefully we will get some more trips coming up for you guys. But yeah, thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe, and be kind, it's our first time.